Welcome back to Zenless Zone Zero, and let's go for the 2 more. Let's go here. Yuzuha. I watched Don't Touch on the videotape before, but I never had the chance to see on the big screen. Do you want to watch this one, Yuzuha? Yeah, right. Even every... Jane? Genre. Maybe fantasy film, but there's a lot you can really dig into. And that end? Nay, don't spoiler. Phew, I got too excited. A spoiler to the few experiment. Looks like the next show is starting soon. Want to grab a ticket? Ooh. Dandara. Looks like that. Dandara. Let's see what happens here. Yusa looks pretty exciting. Even though she is seen the movie before, they still look forward to it. Since Yusuha has seen the movie before, maybe talk about why she's choosing it to watch again. But Yusuha seemed to care about the other few experiments. So let's avoid asking my question, it might be spoiling. Oh.
Is it that obvious? Well, why else would I be here for a second watch? Even though it's a fantasy film, it's got a really cool ghost story vibe to it. That's why I love it.
Ah.
Just embrace the suspense. Don't worry too much about figuring out the truth behind the story.
The movie begins. The camera slowly paints down the rival and transfer. In the moment the tentacle touch, the dolls sitting on the table start withering and contracting, grateful morphing into the doll form. Dr. Semina leads the investigation team to study the alien creatures that can morph into other objects. As the doctor examines the alien tissue sample through the microscope, suddenly feel user are giving a sneak.
These aliens seem pretty interesting, huh? Wow, that's my proxy. You knew exactly what I was thinking. But seriously, a creature that can transform into anything at will? That's what I call the perfect partner for pranks.
I bet Karma will be jealous.
You've got a point. The last time I went out to play with some cats, the little guy threw a fit for ages once we got back. But if this creature could morph into his favorite apple, maybe we could mess with Kama too.
Wait, are these my memories? If so, how can I see myself in third person? That stirring stick that just popped out of my hand, it was like it had a life of its own. If this is a dream, it feels way too real. What are these aliens?
Plumps the bizarre image come together, create a dizzy Dr. Seymour face keeping morphing under the fish islands. Cording transform into another person face. And around him objects are dancing, spinning and swapping there they stand, like symphony of imagination. Turn out Dr. Same, who has leads the investigation team, isn't human at all, but very same alien form from he was studying. But did the alien replace the doctor, or did the doctor never exist beginning with? Nobody knows. Looking over, you see user expression glance with exciting, never twinkling. She complete memorize it as she's being dragged into the scene.
Huh? No need to rush. We're getting to the best part.
Ooh.
Though a lot of people have been confused about this part of the plot. Don't tell me you're feeling a bit lost too. People online say the montage here is confusing, but if you ask me, that's exactly what makes this part brilliant. Everything's all mixed up, blurred together, like we're also part of the scene. The disorienting, hazy feeling. It's just like a ghost story. Isn't it exciting?
Nice. You finished touching Don't Touch with Yuzua.
Looks like you're really into it too. I thought maybe you'd be like everyone else, whining about how wishy-washy the movie's ending was. You know what makes thrillers so captivating? It's all about the feeling of suspense. If you look at it that way, suspense films and ghost stories boil down to the same thing. Once an urban legend gets cracked, it loses its charm. Just like how a movie's not as fun to rewatch once you know the big plot twist. But movies that leave you hanging keep drawing people back to theaters, searching for answers. Stories like that are better than something you can figure out after seeing it once, right?
Yeah.
I'm so happy you could watch my favorite movie with me today.
Yeah, I'm happy too.
Letting you join me in uncovering the truth behind Don't Touch and seeking out the traces of fantasy left on these images. It somehow feels like I've pulled you a little further into my world.
Oh. Your world is amazing. There are many things in this world that would do better don't touch, even though it still chose what to touch. Chose to give up on all the new possibilities that come reaching out the other day, but because you're afraid, like, waste to me. I'm sorry, I just love this film so much that once it starts talking about, I can't stop. Tell me more. Jeez, buttering me up won't get you any reward, you know? I had a great time to watch a movie with you. If we get the chance next time, let's come together again. Who's the next one? Laika. Ooh, that is really interesting. The film, Nifilisi. I wonder might be interesting you. It's a kind of movie you like? I wouldn't call it a perfection, but just something once hard to pass. Its trait lies not in the description of the body, but how to throw our substance meaning is devoid of nothing. That line really stuck with me. Seemed like the perfect chance to watch together with you. I'm sure watching it with you will lead some true performance. Okay, that strange movie. I didn't see them before they are standing there in the beginning of the room. Perfect. Lycan seemed really into it. I heard the plot of Nifilisi is really depressing. What would be someone has reaction as Laika make it? Sound like the test water you see sinks first.
You needn't worry. I won't let the somber atmosphere keep me quiet and dispirited. I'd like to think I'm good at keeping my emotions in check. After all, restraint is a fundamental virtue. As a member of Victoria Housekeeping, one is expected to be well versed in a broad range of subjects. So that I may offer you just the right companionship while you enjoy the film.
Ah. The film opened with a calm shot describing a bustling yet rightful Benessy in order to face in the academy configuring the protagonist clearly present her theory to a room full of elites, only to be met with the camera slow fix on her isolde figure, her wild fantasy quite cost. She returns to the empty home, feeding only by a mechanical assist her late mother left behind. Wearing the protagonist rests the head on the mechanical girl cold shoulder, fair withering of machine summering.
One with insights ahead of their era often meets not understanding first, but solitude. Indeed, it matters not whether one be flesh or forged steel. Once you've chosen someone, you follow them without reservation.
Ah.
Such loyalty itself may be enough to challenge the nihility.
His voice is low, carrying no to complexity. He is also explaining through the movie the same principle he holds dear.
Stop terrorizing us with poetic metaphors. Science needs data, not wild imaginations.
This isn't a gamble of probability, but a countdown that's already begun. We can't just turn a blind eye because it's beyond our understanding. When disaster strikes, let's hope those data models you're so proud of ring the alarm before my delusions do.
The movie reaches the climax as the disaster full erupts. The city is swallowed by Nisili and the civilization. The protagonist and the mechanical girl activate the final device in the underground lab, trying to turn the tide. Massive wave of energy come rushing in, and the mechanical girl resolved channel to overload the energy in herself. The final moment look like the protagonist and the mechanical arm begin to reintegrate the blind light. And for the first time, her optical sensors simulate an expression of happiness. Themes the movie by that. You are clearly seeing the jailing tints as he holds something back.
Apologies for letting you witness me in such an uncomposed state.
Ah, no worry.
Sacrifice. Seems like this is what she chose in the end. Her ultimate interpretation of loyalty.
The mechanical disappeared completely. At the same time, the protagonist is pushing from the basement, collapsed at the edge of the world, scumming to unhealthing. In the sky, the faint ray of hope they create together to swallowing in the endless void. Laika tends to shoot grateful relax, his tail swept, lighting across the chair's shadow. Let out a slow, barely...
Such an ending. Even though I foresaw it rationally, emotionally it remains difficult to digest immediately. That said, this story still affirmed my belief that once you find something worth fighting for, it is worth protecting at any cost. even if the ending leads to nihility. The journey to fight against emptiness holds the greatest meaning. Much like watching this film with you today, even knowing in advance it would be a tragedy. Being able to witness, contemplate, and resonate with you, this process itself has illuminated this moment. To face this known weight together with you and draw strength from it to move forward. Perhaps that is our smallest, most steadfast way to resist any form of nihility in the real world.
Yeah. I have never used that word before. You finish watching Nihility with Lycan. The world isn't safe in the end. The final white on the screen theme train all sounded color from the theater, leaving only heavy silence. What's on Lyca's mind? The end of the civilization or the hopeless loyal? Look more Solomon, you say something.
Yes, it is a work that completely denies hope. But it also compels the viewer to contemplate the meaning of any effort in the face of absolute nihility. What struck me most in this movie wasn't the disaster itself, but how our protagonist, the scientist, chose to bear the weight of the world alone after her warnings to humanity went unheeded. And the loyalty displayed by her mechanical companion. Theirs was a friendship transcending all programmed parameters. To walk a path you know leads nowhere, and to see it through to the very end, that resolve alone is far beyond any measure of victory or defeat. Thank you for accompanying me to see this film. It carried much weight, but I found it to be a precious and profound warning. It has reinforced my conviction that protecting such ordinary moments of watching films together is a mission we cannot fail.
You are seeing everything as a mission.
In collective chaos, the light of reason shines as faintly as a firefly. But those who remain steadfast in their duty and loyalty until the very end, their stance itself was the strongest response to nihility. Thank you for sharing this profound moment with me.
Okay, that was really nice with Lycan. The work of poetry ultimate nothingness. Yet something make you want to cling even more tightly to the real one, to step away from the screen. Like a cup of tea at just the right temperature. Oh, that is so great. But you are not often get that because you are not drinking it in the right moment. The right temperature. And a combat worth of your loyalty. Being able to share with the times you are able to blessing itself. You are a great company. It's an honor to hear to say that. If you ever come across another thoughtful, provocative work like this and need a companion, I've been more too happy to join you. I think a bit rushing this time. I didn't have the time to prepare properly. Next time I bring homemade cookies and tea. Perfect to enjoy together the sunlight spot after the film, a really lingering and smooth and sealing might. I thought nihility paints the blend picture. Being able to witness with you and think about to able to resisting this nihility is able to enough to drive away the chill. We did it. Nice. Ooh, next time when we are making sweetie. We are getting a lot of stuff here. And only 2 months we get nice stuff here. And the polychromes are always welcome. And with that, I thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. And don't forget to subscribe, like, leave a comment. And I will see you on the next one. Bye.